A lot of the questions, though, are some concerns that you're working with right now. You know, the papers are full with economic crisis, and then maybe people losing their jobs or something. Is that something that comes up a lot when you're working with people at the moment?
It doesn't seem to come up with the people that I work with, mainly because upon beginning to work with me, they start to see the wealth that they've got inside. And they're not so fixated on the security that outside wealth brings them. The name of the program is Inner Self, Outer Wealth. So you get in touch with your inner self, and that gives you all of the abundance that you need to share with others. And it follows some very ancient principles. And I've spoken with quite a few economists and shown them exactly how I explain money and the core of how it works. And every single one of them have said that they went away understanding their own profession a whole lot better. And I've taught this to long-term unemployed people, many of whom are quite uneducated. They understand it because it's basic principles which are completely obvious, provided you take the time to get the mind out of the way and not interfere with simple statements of fact. So with the economic crisis, what I'm doing in regards to the economic crisis is I'm helping people become more independent within their own wealth so that they can interrelate with other people and share that wealth. And I don't believe that for anybody who discovers something truly wealthy about themselves and changes the form of it, so where the wealth comes from is formless, if you bring it out and change the form of that wealth so that other people can recognize it, then you can't fail to experience wealth and abundance. It's just that process is something that nobody ever teaches us. And I've been through all sorts of metaphysical literature. I've read thousands of books. I've never come across the actual process that I fundamentally teach in the program, which is simply this. Go inside, find what you would truly love to share with the world, that if you gave it, you would experience extreme joy, abundance, and bliss and gratitude simply in the giving of it. And that when you give it, you feel that you can never, ever run out of it. And in giving it, have the self-recognition and the self-appreciation to bill for it. It's like you're selling something which you can never run out of. How can you possibly have a lack of abundance if that's the way you live your life? Unfortunately, it does require you to look deep inside. And most people are scared to do that.
Just when you outlined the process, I've got all types of questions and thought in my mind, and shoulds and what if and whatever. Yeah.
Guilts, fears, rules that say that you shouldn't do what you love to do. Yeah, it's scary stuff. Because in order to become a brand new you, the old you has to pass. But we let that go gracefully. And I don't blame some people for being scared to do this work. Because your life changes. We get women coming into the program who look like they're just ready to give up on life, and within 8 weeks they're unrecognizable, not because they've changed physically, because this radiance comes out of them. We get men coming into the program who feel that they've been beaten by the world, and then they may have all sorts of trouble and tribulation even during the program, but there's this power that's inside. A deep bristling power that can't be denied and can't be described. I don't know if you've ever met a guy like that or a woman like that, but you can't deny that power that people have. And there's a certain beauty that women have, or that the feminine has, when that radiance, when they're sharing themselves with the world, when they're flowering. I'd love to see more feminine radiance in the world and more masculine power, like real honoring power, the kind of power that engenders that feminine radiance. That's what purpose will do, because purpose is very much taking you towards that power which engenders that radiance. And so when women get on purpose, it's a masculine urge that gets developed, which enables them to flower. It's like the stem on the flower is the masculine part, and then the actual petals of the flower are the feminine part. And we work on both.